Hi guys, it's Michelle and today's video is going to be yet another Mandela effect video. Also, look how cute this hat is. I just wanted to flip it around for a sec. It says "F you" and honestly, iconic. Anyways, so today's Monday, so we're gonna have some Mandela Monday video. I don't know, it's not every Monday, just whenever I can find some Mandela effects because you guys love them. You guys send them to me non-stop. Honestly, like half of these I'm pretty sure were sent to me by multiple people, so I'm pretty excited to talk about them because you know what, I just think they're fun. I just think they're interesting, flirty, cool, whatever. You see a lot of hate on Mandela effect videos because people used to think I was saying this is it, and if you don't remember this, you're stupid. Honestly, maybe I did word it like that. Now I'm just kind of more chill about it. I'm more chill in general, I hope. Like, my old videos actually make me cringe. Anyway, let's get into the Mandela effects. So the first Mandela effect question mark that you guys have been sending me non-stop, like I keep getting tagged in this on Twitter and Instagram, and you guys are DMing it to me as well. And it is the phrase "open sesame." You guys are tagging me in this saying that everybody is now realizing that it's "open says me," like not "open sesame." And I tried to find any like background on this, and there are definitely people that say "open sesame," so I wouldn't know if it's necessarily a Mandela effect. Then again, I have never heard in my life "open says me." I don't know if somebody started it as "open says me" and then it turned into "open sesame" over time. But how do you guys remember it? Because I've literally never heard it as that, but apparently that is the actual phrase, is "open says me," not "open sesame." So that kind of f***ed me up a little bit, not gonna lie. The next Mandela effect. You guys pointed out to me when I talked about this Mandela effect a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, and it is about "That's So Raven." The "That's So Raven" theme song, I said in the video, I always remember her bumping the letters with her hips at the end of it and being like, "Yep, that's me." Like, classic, always, 100%. But you guys pointed out to me, not only does she not bump the words with her hips, but she also doesn't cross her arms.
Yeah. Yep, that's me.
Bitch, what? Like, literally, what the f? I could literally picture this perfectly in my head, where Raven Simone is just being like, "Yep, that's me," where she bumps the words back and goes, "Yep, that's me," and like crosses her arms 100%, but she literally just like puts her hands on her hips, and that's just like not at all how I remember it. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys pointed this out to me last time I did a video on it, so maybe you guys also remember her crossing her arms, but I don't know, dude. That one was just like really weird because that one is a little personal. I do f with "That's So Raven" and I have for a long time, and for some reason the intro is just starting to really freak me out because it's not at all how I remember it. I don't like that. The next Mandela effect actually has a bit of proof behind it, and honestly, when I found out that I was wrong about this, like for my whole entire like life basically that I knew this person, I was very, very concerned because I was like, there is absolutely no way that I went this long just thinking this incorrect thing. Like it was literally freaking me out like a lot. But essentially there is a plus size model named Tess Holiday. She lives in Los Angeles now, and I always thought that she was either British or Australian. I knew she had an accent. To be honest, I was leaning more towards British. Literally always thought that. I thought that she was 100% definitely British, and she came and moved here to Los Angeles when her modeling career took off. The reason I thought this, first of all, was I could swear in that BuzzFeed video where she teaches people how to take a selfie, she literally, I could swear she had a British accent in it, and when I went and watched it back when I found out that she's not British, it fucked me up so bad because she does not have a British accent in the video. I don't know if anyone else can relate to this one, so I'm just gonna tell you the evidence that I found from this particular one because there is a bit of residue, as the Mandela effect queens call it. She is apparently from Missouri, and she's born and raised in Missouri, never lived in the UK or in Australia for that matter, but her husband, Nick Holiday, actually is Australian, which is pretty interesting because I've never heard him talk before. It's not like I was confusing those two. I'm so certain about her having an accent that like I can literally hear her voice in my head, and when I rewatch the BuzzFeed video, it sounds like somebody like dubbed over her voice. Like, it doesn't sound real at all to me. It is so bizarre. I don't know if I'm just crazy. I mean, I tweeted this a long time ago and a lot of you guys were like, oh, me too. So like, hopefully you guys can relate on this. But not only that, is then I took to Twitter to type in like just Tess Holliday British, and I found that there were so many people writing articles about her saying like Tess Holliday, a plus size British model. Like you would think that if somebody was writing an article about her, they would know where she's from. I don't know, I thought that was weird. Not only that, but literal Mandela effect residue from the freaking source. Where I was like, okay, like let me type in like how she would spell color or favorite, because in America we spell favorite without a U, which is honestly kind of boring. I think we should spell it with a U, or color without a U. And in like other countries like Canada or the UK or Australia, they spell it with an extra U. So I did a Twitter search to see if she had ever typed these words, and every time that I've seen her type favorite or color, she types it with a U, like an extra U, like the non-American version of this word, which is so weird because this girl has been born and raised in Missouri, went to school in Missouri. Why the hell is she spelling color and favorite technically wrong, like by America's standards? And even if I tried to spell it like that on an American iPhone, it autocorrects or has like a little red squiggle underneath. So I'm very confused. Why does she spell it like that? Like maybe she just likes the way it looks better, because I personally can get down with that. I think it looks cuter with color with like an extra little U. But I just do think it is kind of weird because it dates back really far to like 2014. And I'm like, okay, so she's been tweeting favorite like that for a really long time. Like that's just kind of weird, right? Like I just like, wow. I don't know. The next Mandela effect comes from the movie Grease. This was and is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I watched this movie so much as a kid, so that is why this Mandela effect in particular really kind of fucked me up, because I just am like, bitch, where? I don't understand. Essentially when Rizzo is singing Look at Me, I'm Sandra D, at the end of the song, I always remember Sandy walking out and being like, are you making fun of me, Riz? Like in a really specific voice. The classic Olivia Newton-John voice. And I was like, I could hear her saying it to this day. However, one of you guys said this to me on Instagram and sent me screenshots saying that how you found out it was misquoted. And then you went to like quotes.com and it says, are you making fun of me, Riz? Like the same thing that I remember, that you remember, and that hopefully a lot of people remember, because obviously if it's on quotes.com, I'm assuming some people have submitted that in. But when I rewatched the video, it just says, you're making fun of me, Riz?
You're making fun of me, Riz?
Like when I watch the video now, it does not sound the same to me. I always remember the R being there. What do you guys remember personally? The only reason I do really think it is a Mandela effect, because obviously that's kind of like a small change, is because of the Grease Lightning song, dude. Like that one freaked me out. It was like a year ago that I did it. If you don't know that Mandela effect, might as well just share it now. I always remember the lyrics being, this car's automatic, systematic, hydromatic, like 100%, that's what it was. But if you actually watch the frickin' Grease Lightning video, that is not at all what it says.
This car could be systematic, hydromatic, ultramatic. Why could be Grease Lightning?
Like literally no. Like that's just not what it was. It was always hydromatic. Like I always remember him saying it like that. Apparently it is like that on the studio version of Grease Lightning. However, when I was a kid, I didn't grow up with a studio version. I grew up watching the fucking show.
This car is automatic.
Yeah, listen.
It's systematic. It's hydromatic.
That's so weird. That is so weird. Why is it like that? Because like I said, as a kid I grew up watching the show. Sorry that I keep calling it a show. I know it's a movie. Like, I don't know why I keep calling it a show. I think because, like, I was thinking about the musical in my head, like, the actual, like, show, like, the production, and I don't know, I've always grown up calling musical theater productions shows, just, like, in theater and stuff, like, oh, we're running a show, like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's obviously a movie and I know that. Sorry. I never grew up listening to the soundtrack. Like I didn't even own the soundtrack. Like that is so weird. That's honestly weirder than the Sandra D one, not gonna lie, but either way, what do you guys remember for both of them? I'm curious. I'm just curious. Is it serious? It literally is when you f with Grease. Alright, the next Mandela effect is something that I just don't know. You guys have sent this to me. I asked my mom, I went on Twitter, and I was like researching this a little bit, And a lot of people tend to think that Madonna's real name is not Madonna. A lot of people have said it's Maria or something else other than Madonna, basically. And I even asked my mom, who is a huge Madonna fan, always has been, like literally for years, and she even was like, no, Madonna's not her real name, like 100% it's a stage name. But her real name actually is Madonna. It's always been Madonna. That's literally her real name. She didn't even change it or anything. That is her full name. And a lot of you guys have sent this one to me and been like, I remember Madonna's name being Maria. I remember it being all these other names, which is just so weird to me. Personally, I don't know. I always thought Madonna was a stage name. That ain't the tea. The tea is that her name is Madonna and so is her mom's name. Like, that's their literal real name, which is so weird. And it's weird because I was like looking it up on like even just Google, and so many people have Googled what is like Madonna's real name. And a lot of people made like forums about this on Reddit, being like, I definitely remember her real name being something other than Madonna. Like, I 100% remember Madonna being a stage name. And I just think that one's pretty weird. The next Mandela effect y'all have been sending me nonstop, and it, to me, doesn't make sense. Like, I remember it the way it is now. But you guys have been sending me all these Mandela effects about James Charles. You remember his intro being, hey sisters, and it's actually just always been, hi sisters.
Hi, sisters.
I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I personally always remember hi sisters, so I'm not sure if that one affects me, I guess. I don't know, but like, what do you guys remember? Especially if you're like huge James Charles fans. Do you remember hi sisters or hey sisters? I don't know. They both sound like kind of normal to me, but I think hi sister sounds normal. But y'all have been sending that to me nonstop, so I figured I would put it in. The last Mandela effect that I'm going to be talking about is another one that has been sent to me like absolute batshit crazy. And it is revolving around the like whole meme of, you just have to say you're fine even when you're not really fine. Like that whole like whining like video, I guess. It's always like on the background of things, vines, like whenever like someone looks like sad or something, or like does something stupid. And you guys are convinced that this has always been Kim Kardashian that is saying the like, you just have to say you're fine, like crying thing, but it's always actually been Katy Perry.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
I don't know. Personally, I don't know. I remember it as Kim Kardashian as well, but at the same time, it also sounds like Katy Perry, but you guys have been going off about this one. Like, so many of you sent this to me on every social media platform. Pretty sure someone even emailed it to me. Also, my friend Chip believes this one, and he literally never believes in Mandela effect, so. Do you remember it as Kim Kardashian or Katy Perry? That is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, let me know in the comments below what you think about all these Mandela effects. What do y'all remember? That's like the most fun part, is to see who remembers what and everything like that. But yeah, that is it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, because I'm always posting really dope ass shit on there. Subscribe for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys all on Wednesday. Bye!